It started with the silence. Not the gentle hush of a sleeping house, but the thick kind, the air holding its breath. I noticed it while washing dishes, the squeak of my palms against a wet plate suddenly too sharp. The refrigerator hummed, then clicked off. Our house has a particular smell, pine cleaner and lavender sachets. I remember lying there, counting the spaces between his breaths when the curtain fluttered, not from the window, from the other side of the bed. A slow, deliberate sweep against my ankle. This was rhythmic. A soft shh from below, like someone polishing glass. I pressed my palm to the basement door, felt the wood vibrate, faint and warm. The knob turned itself cold under my grip. Now I watch him sleep. Study the mole on his shoulder. I've traced 100 times. His hands ink-stained and familiar. The basement stairs sigh at 3017 a.m. every night. And I wait. The smell is worse tonight. Damp rot clinging to the back of my throat. I started timing my breaths to the drip-drip from the kitchen faucet, but the rhythm's wrong. Slower. Each drop hangs too long, like syrup. His hand twitches in sleep. I almost shake him. Almost. But then, that flicker beneath the bedroom door. A liquid shadow, spilling quick as spilled ink. Gone. My nails dig into the mattress. It might have been a trick of the street lamp. Might have. The stairs creak again, but differently. Not the old timbers complained. Something lighter. A child's soles, maybe. Bare and careful. I grab the baseball bat from under the bed, grip slick. It's 3019. No, 3017 glowed green on the clock minutes ago. Has it been 2 minutes? 20? The hallway light's still on, always on. But down the stairs the bulb flickers now, casting frail yellow splinters through the keyhole. Warmth pulses from the basement door, fungal and sweet. My palm hovers. The wood thrums. Please, I whisper. A prayer? A plea? Below, something scrapes, long, metallic, a shovel dragging. The bat drops from my hand, soundless against carpet. When I press my ear to the door, the heat seeps into my skull. A voice. Not his, not mine. Gritty, wet, murmuring words that aren't quite words. Who's there? My lips shape it, but no sound comes. The hallway light dims. The lock clicks open. The door yawns inward. Not the basement. Can't be. The air is different, stale, chalky, like a sealed attic. Stairs stretch downward, same carpet as our second-floor hallway. Our carpet. 10 years of birthdays and coffee stains and midnight fights sunk into the fibers. But we don't have a second staircase. He's sitting up in bed when I turn. Sheet pooled at his waist, face moon pale. It's happening again? His voice is wrong, flat. Angles of him smudged, as if seen through frosted glass. Mike? The mole on his shoulder's gone. His hands clutch nothing, knuckles white around absent tools. You shouldn't be here when I'm working. Ink bleeds through his shirt, spreading like a bruise. The faucet drips. Drip. 19 seconds. Drip. 23. Wrong. All wrong. The voice rises through floorboards. No, through my bones now. Syllables peeling into laughter. I know. Down the hall, the basement door stands open again. Light pools thick as oil. My legs move. Not mine. Stairs unspool. Too many, too steep. Below, a wet glow. A shape crouches, smeared charcoal and fever yellow. Its head lifts. My face. My hands, blistered black, clawing at soil that smells like burnt honey. Stone. The soil shifts, not soil. Shards glint in the glow porcelain. Teeth. I step back. The stairs are gone. Cold sears my ankle. His hand. Mike's? No, mine, jutting from the wall, fingers barnacled with rusted nails. Drip. 37 seconds. The sound comes from inside my ears. You're not real, I say to the crawling shadow, to the walls flexing like lungs. The thing's fingers graze my knee. Where it touches, skin blisters. My knees buckle. I'm whispering his real name, the one he had before the hospital erased it. The thing collapses into a puddle of wax and wire. The stairs return, littered with photo scraps, our wedding, his face torn out. My feet bleed. I don't remember climbing. The bedroom door slams, locked. When I press my eye to the keyhole, 2 pupils stare back, swollen. The doorknob melts under my palm, brass running like syrup. I wipe my hand on my shirt, but the stain spreads, shimmering, chemical. The mirror above the dresser weeps tarnish. In its smoked glass, my reflection kneels, not me. Her shoulders bloom with moth wings, antennae curling where her ears should be. Beneath the bed, something matches my breathing, not in unison. A half-second lag. I press my ear to the carpet. Dust fills my nostrils, sweetly rotten. That lagging breath hitches, mimics my sob. The closet door sighs open. Mike's shirts hang inside, still reeking of antiseptic and that goddamned almond stench. But the fabric moves wrong. Thick. Gelatinous. I touch a sleeve. It pulses. Veins branch beneath the polyester, converging at the collar where a photograph floats, suspended in fluid. A lullaby starts. Mom's voice, but filtered through the old rotary phone in Mike's study. Static syllables. Hush, little liar, don't say a word. The melody knots itself. I hum along, notes curdling in my throat. Light bleeds through the window, not moonlight. Flashlight beams, fractured. Distant shouts. Check the storm cellar! A policeman's voice. But the glass warps their words, their lights. When I tap the pane, the night sky ripples. Liquid. A bubble pops against my palm. Inside it, a molar. Mine. The bed frame groans. Springs coil into vertebrae. Fingernails claw up through the mattress seams. Not Mike's. Mine. Blackened. Split. The mattress splits with a wet sigh, spilling stuffing that isn't cotton clumps of hair, matted and gray. My own jagged nails pierce through the sheets, clicking together like beetle carapaces. I try to scream, but my tongue adheres to the roof of my mouth, tacky with the taste of burnt sugar. Flashlights outside strobe again. Shadows stretch up the wall, torsos elongated, heads twitching sideways. A glove smears against the window. Ma'am? The officer's voice drips syrupy through the glass. We're coming in. Honey oozes from the latch, sealing it shut. The mirror's tarnish spreads. Her antennae brush the glass from within, leaving greasy trails. She mouths words I feel in my molars, almost, all est. Mike's shirts slither off hangers, pooling at my feet. The photograph in their collars? Not a photograph, a pupil. It dilates as I step back, tracking me. Fabric constricts around my ankle, wet and fibrous. The lullaby spirals. Mom's voice fractures into dial tones, then burrows into a single sustained note, a dentist's drill. My reflection presses her palms against the mirror. Moth dust cascades from her wings, collecting on my side as ash. Under the bed, the lagging breath sinks with mine. A coldness climbs my sternum, tendrils ribbed like insect legs. My hands sink into the floorboards, which flex like gum. When I wrench them free, splinters protrude, glossy, black. The officer pounds the window. Don't move! But the walls are breathing now, humid and rhythmic. The thing in the mirror steps forward. Her face ripples. Familiar. The bed frame arches, spine cracking. Mattress nails become mandibles. They're too late. I open my mouth to warn them. Honey spills out. The honey coats my teeth, my throat, her chrysalis. The flashlight beams warp as the officers step through the window. One's face catches the light. His eyes are twin puddles of solder dripping down his cheeks. My ankles knit themselves to the floor, roots tangling through tendon. The other officer grabs my wrist. His touch ignites 1,000 pinprick legs scuttling beneath my epidermis. I exhale a web of golden threads that catch in his mustache. The walls exhale. Plaster curls like dead leaves, revealing glistening chambers pulsing beneath. Something moves there, segmented, river-dappled dark. She steps fully into the room. The air curdles. Her wings shed powder scent old libraries, attic rot, my childhood shampoo. Hush, she says, though her jaws never move. The officers stagger into each other, their silhouettes blurring at the edges, honeybeads on their badges. Her antennae graze my forehead as the room folds.